Good morning, all. In today's lecture, we are going to deal with English First Flight, Chapter 3rd, which is related to two stories about flying. Now, out of these two stories about flying, that is his first flight and Black Aeroplane, we are going to do today his first flight. So, let's see what the story is about. But before you read, since the earliest times, humans have dreamt of conquering the skies, and here are the two stories about flying. Conquering means to achieve victory on or to bring under control. Now, the first, a young seagull is afraid to fly. How does he conquer his fear? That is, how does he overcome his fear? How does he become strong? How does he control? And the second one is about a pilot who is lost in stormy clouds. Does he arrive safe on the land? And who helps him out? So let's start with our first story, that is his first flight. Now the young seagull, you can see over there on the right hand side the pic of seagull. It was alone on his ledge, that is cliff, a bit of raised portion, that is called cliff or ledge. His two brothers and his sister had already flown away, that is they flew away the day before, that is you can say one day before. Now this seagull had been afraid to fly along with his brothers and sister. Somehow, when he had taken a little run forward to the brink, that is to the edge of this cliff, and attempted to flap his wings, he became afraid. That is, this seagull, whose brothers and sister had already flown away one day before. Now the seagull tried to move ahead till the edge of that cliff, but then on flapping the wings, he suddenly was afraid. He felt that he would not be able to fly and that he would fall down. Now this great expanse of sea, that is a vast sea, stretched down beneath. So from the cliff, he could see the vast sea, and it was such a long way down, miles down. Now going towards the sea was miles and miles down. So it was a long distance that the bird was afraid to cover. He felt sure, that is certain, that his wings would never support him. So he bent his head and ran away back to the little hole under the ledge where he slept at night. Now because of the fear that came in the mind of this little bird, it didn't make even a single or a small effort to fly. Now it bent his head and ran away to his hole and slept at night at this place. Even when each of his brothers and his sister, whose wings were far shorter than his own, they ran to the brink, that is to the edge, flapped their wings and flew away. So his brothers and sister whose wings had been smaller than his, they were successful in flying away. But he failed to collect, that is muster, or you can say he failed to gather his courage to take that jump or dive, that is plunge, which appeared to him so hopeless, that is desperate. Let me repeat. Even when his brothers and his little sister, whose wings had been shorter than his, they flew away. They were successful. But this bird was so much under fear that he tried to gather the courage, but he couldn't. And for him to fly or to take a dive from that cliff was seeming very hopeless. His father and mother had come around, calling to him loudly, that is shrilly, upbraiding him, that is scolding him, that fly and come the other side towards us, threatening to let him starve on that cliff unless he flew away. That is, they also scolded him or threatened him, that is, tried to bring their child in fear by telling that you are going to starve all alone on that cliff. We will not support you. So you will have to fly and come towards us on the other side. But for the life of him, he could not move. That is, he was so much in fear related to his life that he didn't move. Now it so happened that there was 24 hours ago. Now all this thing already happened 24 hours ago. Since then nobody came near him. That is, his family didn't come towards him to support him. The day before, all day long, he had watched his parents flying about with his brothers and sister. They were enjoying, they were eating, but he was starving, perfecting them in the art of flight. Now this small bird could also see that how his family, or you can say how his parents were supporting his brothers and little sister to fly very perfectly. Even the parents were teaching them how to skim. Skim means how to move a bit slightly above the surface of the sea water. So all these things were the tricks, the art that was taught by the parents to the birds. And how to dive for fish. Now without fish, these birds could not survive. That was their food. So the parents are teaching their children how to take a dive in the sea water and get their food. But poor little this seagull, which was on the other side all alone, was very hungry but couldn't do anything. He had in fact seen his older brother catch his first herring, that is a sea fish, and devour it, that is eat it, standing on a rock while his parents circled around, raising a proud cackle, that is loud sound. Now, it so happened that when the older brother was successful in picking up the fish from the sea water and it was eating it, the parents were circling around the bird, that is a brother bird, and making a proud sound, that is, yes, child, you have done it. So all these things was seen on the other side by the young bird. And all the morning the whole family had walked about on that big plateau, that is a level high ground, midway down the opposite cliff, taunting him, that is disrespecting him with his cowardness, that is cowardice. That is कहते हैं ना, just look at you, कितने डरपोक हो तुम, and then taunting the bird. So this is what the family was doing from the other side, taunting him, that is disrespecting by telling that you are very coward. Now the sun was ascending the sky, means the sun was coming up more and more towards the sky and blazing on his ledge that faced the south. Now blazing means the sun's rays, the heat was falling on his cliff. He felt the heat because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. Remember this sentence, very important. The bird, why he felt the heat? More actually because he had not eaten since the previous nightfall. He stepped slowly out to the brink of the ledge. That is, once again he wanted to try to dive. And standing on one leg with the other leg hidden under his wing, he closed one eye. But instead of diving, what he did was, अब इसके नाटक शुरू, some acting and all, that just see I'm sleeping and all, and showing on the other side to his family. So he came to the edge of that cliff and one leg He hid under his wing and standing on one leg. Then he closed the eye, pretending that he was sleeping. Still, the family just didn't take any notice of their bird. Now he saw his two brothers and sister were lying on the plateau and sleeping with their heads sunk into their necks. That is, their head was facing towards the neck. His father was preening, that is, cleaning and tidying the feather with his beak. So the father was preening the feathers on his white back. Only his mother was one who was looking at him. She was standing on a little high hump, that is, raised portion on the plateau. Her white breast thrust forward, that is, pushed forward. Now and again, she tore at a piece of fish that lay at her feet and then scraped each side of a beak on the rock. Actually, to scrap means to throw away, but here you can say to sharpen. So, what the mother was doing? She was tearing a piece of fish that was at her feet and then trying to sharpen a beak on the rock. Now, the sight of the food made the bird mad because he was actually very hungry. How he loved to tear food that way, scraping his beak now and again to make it very sharp, that is to whet it. So the bird was missing many things and he was seeing his mother tearing the part of fish and scraping the beak and all. So now let's see what the bird did. Ga, 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 he cried, requesting, that is begging her, that is the mother, to bring him some food. But mother wanted her child to be strong and come towards them flying to overcome the fear. That is what each parents would like to. Gaw, kola, she screamed back derisively, that is in a disrespectful manner. But he kept on calling plaintively, that is sadly, and after a minute or so, he uttered a joyful scream. His mother had picked up a piece of fish and was flying towards him. He leaned out eagerly. Leaned out means to come a bit ahead. See, it could be leaned back sometime. That is, you lean back towards the wall. Leaning here was to lean a bit forward so that he could pick up the piece of fish from his mother. So why the bird was very happy now? Because he saw that his mother was coming towards him with a piece of fish. So he leaned out eagerly, that is excitedly, tapping the rock with his feet, trying to get nearer to her as she was flying across. But when she was just opposite him, she waited. Her wings became motionless, that is no movement of the wings of the mother. The piece of fish in her beak almost was very close to the bird's beak. He waited a moment in surprise that why the mother is not giving him that piece of fish and why mother is not coming nearer to him. And then maddened by hunger, because actually he was already so very hungry, he dived at the fish and with a loud scream, he fell outwards and downwards into the space. So now he was flying, he was coming down. So let's see his very first experience about how he felt when he was diving and then coming down towards the sea water. So you could see over here the feelings of a mother that she could do anything to bring her child out of fear and be strong. And then a monstrous terror, that is a horrible fear, captured the bird and his heart stood still. That is, if you must have done sometime any of you skydiving. For a second we feel that our heart stopped, and that is due to fear. Now, this bird also had the same feeling. He could not hear anything for some moment, but it only lasted for a minute. The next moment, he felt his wings spreading outward because now he wanted to save his life. So, naturally, by itself, the wings were out and he started flying. The winds rushed against his breast feathers. Now he could feel the wind on his body, and then he could feel the wind under his stomach and against his wings. He could feel the tips of his wings cutting through the air. That is, he could also feel that his wings were passing through the air. He was not falling headlong down now. He was moving, that is, soaring upper and upper gradually. But in between, sometime he was moving downwards too, and sometime outwards, that is, he was changing the direction now. He was no longer afraid now. He just felt a bit dizzy, that is, a bit weak. Because, why? Because he had not eaten since previous night. Then he flapped his wings once and he soared upwards, that is, he started flying upward. And there goes his sound, ga ga ga. Enough of this, I would not repeat this many gaga. His mother swooped past him, that is, flew beside him, her wings making a big noise. He answered her with another scream that, yes, ma, I have done it. I am successful in flying like you all. Then his father flew over him screaming because all wanted to now congratulate the bird. He saw his two brothers and sister flying around him, curveting and banking. Curveting means leaping gracefully, energetically, and banking means flying with one wing higher than other. And soaring, that is moving up and down and diving. So this shows that the family was so happy, so excited at the success of one of the member of the family. The same thing, doesn't it happen in our family too? That if one member achieves success, like overcoming the fear in something, then the other members, yes, we do have a party. We congratulate, we motivate the child a lot. And the last part of this chapter, now this bird completely forgot that he had not always been able to fly. That is, he forgot that few moments back he didn't know to fly. And praise himself, खुद को शाबाशी देना, that वाह बेटा क्या काम किया तूने. So he commended himself to dive and soar and curve and shriek, that is shout loudly, that is shriek shrilly. He was near the sea now, flying straight over it, facing straight out over the ocean. He could see the vast ocean. He could enjoy. He was actually enjoying the flight. He saw a huge, that is a vast green sea beneath him with little ridges moving over it. You can say small waves that were moving. And he turned his beak sideways and cawed, that is cried out in a very amused way, that is smilingly, happily. His parents and brothers and sister had landed on this green flooring, that is sea water, ahead of him. They were beckoning to him, that is calling him, calling loudly. He dropped his legs to stand on the green sea. This was also an art that the bird had to learn. His legs sank into it. He screamed with fear once again and tried to come up, flapping his wings. But he was tired and weak with hunger, that he couldn't move above the water. Tired by this strange exercise now. Now he was so tired by this exercise that he just left himself, that let anything happen now. His feet sank into the green sea. Then his belly, that is his stomach, touched the water. And now he was not sinking. He was floating on the water. So this fear also went away. And around him, His family was screaming and shabashi de rahe the, that is praising him, and their beaks were offering him pieces of dogfish that you can see on the right. There are small spots also on the body of the dogfish. And this is how this bird made his first flight. I think so it was interesting. You must have understood clearly. Still, after your second time listening to this video, if at all you have any query, call or WhatsApp. Thank you so much.